What's your response to people saying, under the current system, kids could get away with committing violent crimes?
We are seeing a surge in crimes committed by kids. One of the latest examples is the case of accused gunman, a 15-year-old known as Baby K. Well, tonight, Christian Flores spoke with the chair of D.C.'s Public Safety Committee. So, Christian, what did she have to say about potentially changing the law?
Well, there does not appear to be any momentum with the D.C. Council to lower the minimum age to charge juveniles as adults. Them approving changes to the law is the only way that's possible.
Being handled in the juvenile justice system does not mean that kids can get away with things.
As the chair for the Public Safety Committee, D.C. Councilmember Brooke Pinto says it's important to remind juveniles that there are consequences for their actions. D.C. has seen a rash of violent crimes in which juveniles have been named suspects. However, children younger than 16 cannot be prosecuted as adults in D.C. The current D.C. code states the U.S. Attorney's Office can only charge a minor as an adult for certain serious crimes like murder if they're at least 16 years old. Only City Council can approve a change to the code.
Is there any consideration from the City Council to maybe update a part of the D.C. code?
Being tried as a young person or as a juvenile does not mean and should not mean that there's no accountability. If somebody is serving a sentence in prison as a D.C. resident, as an adult, they may be sent anywhere across the country. We want our juveniles to serve their sentences here in D.C. so we can have true rehabilitative supports so that when their sentence is complete and they return to their community, they haven't been completely disconnected from that community.
In the case of 15-year-old Baby K, if he is convicted of the D.C. murder charge, he can only be sentenced to juvenile detention until he's 21. While in Maryland, he can face up to life in prison if convicted of attempted murder. While only D.C.'s council can approve a change to the code, Mayor Muriel Bowser tells 7 News on your side.
I think that people want us to have a thoughtful conversation about how we change our law.
And there will be a hearing on June 27th for a bill Mayor Bowser announced that would increase penalties for illegal gun possession as well as certain violent crimes, as well as make it easier for courts to hold a suspect in jail until their trial begins. Reporting live at the John A. Wilson Building, Christian Flores, 7 News.